Hey everyone. So, if you are a tourist and you have come to New Orleans, or you live in New Orleans, or you live close or surround in a surrounding area from New Orleans, the little green and white striped banner that sits at the edge of the little building of Cafe Du Monde is pretty much what most people are going to get for breakfast. You dream about the beignets. Who doesn't love beignets? I am a huge lover of beignets. Um, Today I am going to talk about the history of the beignet. I have the ingredients and also how to make beignets at home. This is a very simple and easy recipe that my dad has always used when I was little growing up, and then now I do it in my own house. So, a little history on the beignet. It dates back all the way to 1862, over 150 years ago, when it was brought over by French colonists. It was called fritters in French. It's beignet. It means fritter in English, but beignet is French. And also the beignet, according to Nina Muskowski, she wrote an article on the history of the beignet, and she also stated at that time that's when the beignet became the state donut for Louisiana. So many tourists come to Louisiana. Everyone knows about Cafe Du Monde. Everyone knows that that is the place to go if you want beignets. I know personally, anytime we plan to stay in New Orleans, we're getting up and we're going to have breakfast at Cafe Du Monde. So, first things is the ingredients. What you need to make my favorite beignets. No, they aren't Cafe Du Monde. They are far from it. But these are a quick and easy recipe that are still delicious. They still will curb that craving that you might have for a beignet if you wake up on one Sunday morning and you want a beignet, but you don't live close to Cafe Du Monde, or I'm sure there's many other recipes for it, but this one is so easy and it is so simple that anyone can do it, and it is so delicious. So one of the first ingredients that you will need is oil, of course, because it's a donut. It's a deep fried donut. Any vegetable oil will do, so you will need that. Also, you will need powdered sugar, confectionate powdered sugar, of course. No beignet is complete without powdered sugar. And last but the most important part is a can of biscuits. Make sure you get the home style and the buttermilk. Make sure you don't get the flaky layers or the butter tasting any flavor, the honey. You want to just get the plain home style biscuits. So the first thing you're going to do, of course, is heat up a pot of oil. You don't need a big pot. Depending on how many beignets you want to make, a 5 biscuit can, that'll make about 20 beignets. Because what I do is I will take one biscuit and I cut it into 4 triangles, into 4s, and I will just fry them like that into smaller, bite-sized pieces that you can pretty much fit. It's one bite. So it makes about 20 beignets, and what I do is I'll just heat up a pot of oil and you let it get hot, and then you just put them in there. You cannot leave them. They will burn quickly. Make sure you stay at the pot and constantly flipping them until they get to a golden brown. So that's the first thing you want to do is heat up the oil. Once the oil's hot, throw some pieces in there, flip them constantly, and then you want to lay them out on a paper towel on a plate to dry. And kind of get some of the grease off. And then, of course, once they're done, that's it. There's no mixing. There's no, I know they have beignet mixes in the boxes, but there is no mixing. It is just throw the biscuit in the pot of oil, and that is it. Take them out once they're a golden brown and sprinkle powdered sugar on top of them. And this is the ending result. You get a perfect little beignet covered in powdered sugar. I don't know how many people know that you can just throw biscuits in oil and you can make at-home donuts. You can glaze them, But my favorite thing is the beignet, and I love everything about a beignet. I love Cafe Du Monde. I love coffee. So and this recipe is something that my dad has always done. It brings back memories every time I cook it of him doing it for me when I was a little girl and my sisters, and now, I do it for my daughter and my husband. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video on how to make beignets at home, and I hope I can curb your next craving for one when you're too far from New Orleans to go get Cafe Du Monde. So again, those 3 simple ingredients is really all you need: oil, a can of biscuits, regular, and powdered sugar. Just heat up the oil, throw the biscuits in there, and let them get golden brown. Take them out to get some of the excess oil off, and then just cover them with powdered sugar. So I hope you guys learned a lot from this video, and I can't wait to see everyone's responses. Bye!